Lay me low, lay me low, lay me low, where no one can see me, where no one can find me, where no one can hurt me. Show me the way.
Clarence William Johnson, son of Walter Johnston and Christina Johnson, was born in Corowa. He attended the elite school of Prahran College, Melbourne, and returned to Corowa and became a bank clerk. World War I had been ongoing since mid-1914. Clarence had previously served in the 43rd Infantry Citizens Military Force. Clarence served under them for 3 years. 2 years passed, and on the 19th of July 1916 in Melbourne, Clarence enlisted. It wasn't until September 19th that Clarence actually left Melbourne on board the HMAT A73 Commonwealth. Clarence arrived in Plymouth, England. He then travelled to Grantham, 371 kilometres away from Plymouth. Grantham was a training centre where all machine gun corps were sent after 1915 when they first established the training centres. At this centre, a wide variety of equipment was used to provide the necessary learning skills required to go to war. At Grantham, Clarence learned the required skills to operate a machine gun. Many different types of machine guns were released, and some required a team of 2 men, such as the Vickers machine gun. While at training, Clarence also had to learn machine gun tactics. This whole process took over 5 months. Clarence then travelled overseas to France. By this time, Clarence had been in the war for nearly over a year and had not been into battle yet. Clarence was only in France for 2 short months when he was admitted to hospital sick. During this time, Clarence had transferred to the 21st Machine Gun Company. Clarence was out of action for a while and was moved from a Canadian casualty clearing station to Etaples in France, an army base. He was finally all better and rejoined his unit on the 22nd of the 7th, 1917. The day after Clarence rejoined the war, he was sent straight in. Clarence became part of the Battle of Passchendaele. The Battle of Passchendaele lasted from the 31st of July to the 10th of November 1917. This battle was also known as the Third Battle of Ypres. This battle caused over 300,000 casualties to British forces and over 280,000 casualties to Germany. The Battle of Passchendaele occurred in Belgium. The field was filled with scattered trees, mud, shell explosions, poison gas, machine gun fire, and muddy craters. In Belgium, it was not winter, but Belgium had the tendency to rain a lot. The amount of soldiers and artillery caused the ground to become a sloppy, wet, and sludgy environment for the soldiers to live and work in. Clarence worked in the front line and was able to put thousands of soldiers to their fate within minutes. As the war progressed, the advancements of machine guns also progressed. It was nearly 10 months after Clarence had received training, and now most machine guns needed a team of 2 or 4 to be operated. By working in the front lines, it also meant it was a dangerous and tense location to be situated in. Frontline trenches provided protection, but could not provide full protection from artillery shells, and quite often forces that worked in the front line were wounded with shrapnel. On the 21st of September 1917, Clarence was wounded with multiple shrapnel wounds and multiple gunshot wounds to the left shoulder and left arm. He was admitted to the 3rd Canadian Casualty Clearing Station. Unfortunately, Clarence did not survive these wounds and died on the 22nd of September 1917 from wounds received in action. When Clarence enlisted, he was living in Corowa, a small country town, and working as a bank clerk. With everyone else going off to war, it would have made him want to go more. At the time in Corowa, it was believed that the faster you could enlist, the better, as they thought Britain would have won in only a few short months. However, this was not the case. They believed they were going to miss out on the chance to fight for their country, and for many people, money influenced their choice to join the war. Not only would this money have helped provide for their family back home, but many believed that they would live an adventure and were bored living in the same town they were born in all their life. Propaganda posters were also used around this time, and all of these posters included sayings such as "Go to war" and "What are you waiting for?" Phrases similar to these were used to encourage men to enlist. Men also had a will to prove they were just as courageous and brave as the others. According to newspaper articles written around the time Clarence enlisted, they put their hope in faith, God, and hoped that more men would be inclined to enlist after reading the article and be inspired to represent their country with honour and pride. Clarence's family would have been overwhelmed with pride that their son was going to serve the country, and Clarence wouldn't have wanted to disappoint them. They could not wait for him to come back a hero. However, unfortunately, this would not be the case, as Clarence did not make it back home and died from wounds received in actions. Clarence's parents lost a son to World War I. Clarence was a part of the 21st Machine Gun Company, and due to work in the front lines, was wounded by multiple gunshot wounds and shrapnel wounds. 2 days after receiving the injuries, Clarence passed away on the 22nd of September 1917. He died in the 3rd Canadian Casualty Clearing Station and now lays at rest at the Lidge St. Hoek Military Cemetery in a small town called Poperinge, located in Belgium. His grave is situated in row 24, plot H, and grave number 9. There is also a memorial situated in Waganya at Carlisle Cemetery to commemorate not only Clarence but his mother, father, and late brother. For his contributions, Clarence received a 1914-15 War Medal to represent the men that fought against Central European powers, a British War Medal which was given to those fought in World War I, and a Victory War Medal to symbolise being in the First World War. Rest in peace.
When the bitterness taunts me, when the emptiness eats me, lay me low, lay me low, lay me low, where no one can see me, where no one can find me, where no one can hurt